Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Just Read VI and I am back with another video. Welcome back you guys. To everybody that's new, thank you for coming. Thank you for clicking this video. Be sure to hit the like button and to subscribe so you could become a reader also. Thank you guys so much. If you do not know who I am Just Read VI and I am currently doing a 100 book challenge which I decided to document on YouTube, so hence the YouTube channel where I do reviews and book discussions and recaps for my months and just everything books. I love books. I discuss new releases, I read new releases, I just do a lot of reading. So I'm at 80, but I'm doing a recap for the month, so I'm starting at 75. But welcome, it's still Booktober. This is literally the last video for Booktober. I am a little sad about that, but I am happy also because it has not been easy, getting these videos for every week. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is hard. Especially I couldn't even imagine the people that do this every day, plus work, plus have all the other things in life that you have going on, because I have my hustles and all these different responsibilities, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so hard, but I committed to it, and that's the type of person I am. If I commit to something and say I'm going to do it, I have to do it, and once I plan for it to happen, it have to happen. So sometimes that could be good and sometimes it could be a little bad, because I wear myself out making sure that stuff is being done, and so that's good because you accomplish goals, but at the same time it's like you're dragging, like, oh, I'm so tired. But here I am, and I enjoy doing this so much, so that's the happy part of it. I'm also a little down because I'm going to miss 2 videos in this recap, but we're almost to the end of the month, and there's no other time I can film, so I kind of had to do it before those 2. But this month, I am going to be reading 9 books. I'm currently on my 8th. The reason why I'm doing 9 this month is because I fell short in some month. I don't know what that month was, but I didn't read 8. So I know there's no way I'm going to be able to do it in November. It's holidays, it's Thanksgiving, and in December for sure. But I am going to be doing book months in December, and I am going to be reading like 90 or 95% of my books are going to be holiday books, which I'm super excited about. But yeah, so let's get into this video. I did all that explaining. So this book had its own video, number 75, The Meaning of Mariah by Mariah Carey. Look at this doll, isn't she just the prettiest thing? So this was her memoir, and it was so beautiful. I did a video on this book, so all I'm going to do is give my rating on it. This book got a 5 out of 5, just 3 stars from me because it was phenomenal. Definitely head over and check out that book. I just realized I didn't address my readers. Thank you so much for coming back, readers. I appreciate you guys watching every single time. Thank you so much. As always, be sure to like and meet me in the comments to show me some love and let me know what you think about this video or these books. All right, so Mariah Carey's book, The Meaning of Mariah, got 5 out of 5 stars. That was book 75. That was my first Booktober video. And book number 76 was On Location. So this is on Instagram, this review, but it is not. I didn't do any reviews on it yet because I've released 2 videos already, and one of them was a tag. So I hope you guys went and saw The Meaning of Mariah, that video, and then my tag for my birthday. So yeah, and this book was On Location by Sarah Smith. This book is just cute. And it's a cute rom-com of 2 co-workers that kind of met. They weren't co-workers at the time, but when they met, they ended up hitting it off, and she gave him her number. He never called. Ladies, you know that feeling when you give somebody your number, or this person seems interested in you and then you don't really hear from them again. It's kind of like, what? So that's where they were, and she ended up she was filming a TV series. She was a director on it, and then here he shows up as part of her crew. So that's something she had to work through because she feels some type of way. They ended up hitting it off though and falling in love, and it was just such a great read. I really enjoy the way that Sarah writes. She has just such a good writing style that captivates you and leaves you wanting more. My favorite part was when he was a love interest, so it was Alia and Drew expressed that he loved her. It was just so beautiful. Could everybody read this book? Absolutely. I definitely recommend. It was a great read. 5 out of 5 just read stars. All right, so that was 76. So 77 was First Love Take Two by Sanji Patel. Have you guys ever read a book have you guys ever read something from an author and say, oh my gosh, I need to read everything from you? Like, let me get all your books. That's literally what this book did for me. She is just phenomenal. This story was just so beautiful, and it just was so packed in it. There was so much things discussed. There was classism, there was controlling parents, there were racist family, and just there was racism in general. But it was just wow. So two first loves, Daniel and Preeti. I hope I'm saying her name right. Daniel and Preeti were first loves, and due to Daniel's father being a classist, not feeling like Preeti was good enough as far as coming from a high enough economic class, background, he did what he did to ruin the relationship, and she kind of ran away because her mom, she's Indian, he's black. Her mom was struggling with the being ostracized from the Indian community, from her aunts and everybody, because they're racist. They were racist. So that was another thing that made her kind of walk away from him. And let me tell you, when they got back together, it was just magic. The whole journey of them getting back together and her realizing that she's strong enough to do this with him was just amazing. So this book, I loved it. I cannot wait to read The Trouble Hating You by Sanji Patel also, because wow. So this is the book, but I'm not sure if I did that. But yeah, so this was just wow. I can't wait to read The Trouble Hating You. I maxed out this month because I'm already ordering my Booktober books. So I can, wait, what am I saying? My Bookmas, I was right. My Bookmas books, because I'm going to be doing like pretty much all holiday books, which I'm super excited about. But next month for November, I'm definitely reading The Trouble Hating You. Just amazing. Wow. So likes and dislikes, I really enjoyed the character development and the story. Like I said, she just put all these different issues in one, and it was amazing. My favorite / least favorite part was when Daniel chose Preeti over his father. He was like, you could keep your company. I can do my own thing because I'm not walking away from the love of my life because you feel she ain't good enough for me. Amazing. Absolutely highly recommend. Like I said a million times already for this video, this book was amazing. Just read stars, 5 out of 5. 78 was The Apology Project by Jeanette Escudero. This book was hilarious. There was so much good, there was definitely good vibes in this book. I just love how it was unpacked. So Amelia, the main character in the story, was a high-time lawyer. She was really in her craft, and she was working for one of the biggest companies, law firms in the town, in the not country but in the city, I'll say. And a case came in, and the guy was just gross. He was guilty, of raping and doing all these heinous crimes with these women. And they wanted her to be the face of it, and she was like, no way, I'm doing this, bye. So with that being said, she left, retired. They had a whole NDA and everything, and non-disclosure agreement, NDA for them. And she walked away, and how it really hit her that she needed to start this apology project. I keep saying project was when she threw a birthday party and nobody showed up. So with that being said, she started realizing that she needed to change and apologize to people for the way she was treating them, because she was really all about work, really didn't care much about people's feelings. So she started that, and in the process of before starting that, she met John, and John and her hit it off, and slowly but surely, she said one night drunk, she gonna do this whole apology project. She gonna tell everybody, call these people up, apologize to them, make things better, be a better person. So she starts doing that amongst getting hobbies and all that stuff, and really experiencing and living life and not being so tight. So she did that, and in the process ended up using 23andMe. Well, her mom and dad did it and found out he's Mexican, and because he was adopted, and she did that, and met their family, his biological family, not mom, because she passed away, and then the family of her grandmother, which is her dad's biological mom, didn't know who the dad was. So that's kind of where it stopped. But it was just such a great read. I just love how she brought the 23andMe, concept into the book. Very creative. And like I said, there was some laughs. My likes was the character development. I love how Amelia became a better person throughout the book. And yeah, that was definitely, I didn't have any dislikes. And my favorite part was the end. I already said enough, but definitely check this book out. It was a cool read. Would I recommend? Absolutely. Everything about it was just really cool. Just read stars, 5 out of 5. All right, so moving on to 79, For the Love of Friends. So this was a cool read also. I'm going to try to wrap this up. I don't want the video to be too long. I have quite a few books I'm discussing in it. But this book was by Sarah Goodman Cofino, and it was really cool and creative also because she was a bridesmaid. So she was a bridesmaid for everybody's wedding and not married, 32. What really broke the straw in the camel's back was when her younger brother and sister were getting married, and she was the bridesmaids in their wedding too. And she was like, what is going on? Like, you're too young to be getting married. We getting married. So then, she realized, oh my gosh, I can be like the only one. So she goes and all her friends are getting married. This is 5 weddings. Okay. So her siblings and 3 friends. So she's maid of honor, and like bridesmaid. And she's just so sick of it. But what really makes, it worse is that she has to deal with the momzillas and the bridezillas. And so she starts a blog to discuss all this stuff. And of course she gets exposed. So she now has to kind of start her own apology project as well. But she finds love through one of the groomsmen for one of her friend's weddings. And it was just a cute read, very light, nothing crazy. The plot was definitely my like. I just really liked the story. It was just well written. My favorite / least favorite part was when she and Alex made up. I just thought that was so sweet because I really wanted it to be a happy ending for her too. This was not a romance novel. I repeat, this was not a romance novel. There was a little romance in it, but it was not a romance novel. What I recommend for sure, it was a funny read. I laughed quite a few times. Could everybody read this book? Definitely. Just read stars, 5 out of 5. All right, and then now onto the Pumpkin Plan, the one business book I read this month, which was phenomenal. I have a video on this book. I have been trying to read it forever. I finally crushed it and accomplished reading it. I'm so proud of myself, and it was worth the read. So I highly recommend this book, 5 out of 5 stars. Be sure to check this book out. And last but not least for this video, this is book 81. Wow, I'm at 81. So I literally finished this book today, and it's called The 3 Mrs. Rights. This would be incomplete if I didn't talk about this book even just a little bit. So this book was an Audible listen to. It was Kindle Unlimited Audible, Kindle listen and read. And when I tell you, you gotta listen to this book was drama. Okay, so Jonathan Wright is married to Holly, gets married to Jessica, and then was literally, before the book finished, trying to marry Lark. What craziness is this? He had a wife and children, own his own business. He was an investor too, and he just was out there like trying to sow seeds, and marrying these women and just being crazy. Like, he married his wife. That was a status thing. Then his second wife he married was to keep her shut about the illegal business he had going on, and she didn't even know about, but she couldn't talk about it while married to him. She later found out when she found out about him still being married and all this different stuff. It was just crazy because he had a story for everything, like how they say you have a plaster for every sore. He had an answer for everything. Every time his wife had a question or one of the other ladies, he literally always had this answer that sounds so sharp and quick. It was crazy. So, wow. Like, I couldn't stop listening. I was tuned in the entire time. It was just such a drama-filled book. Hands down the best Audible listen I've ever had. The best Audible read I've ever listened to. However you say it. This book was wow. You have to listen to this book. Like, I've never listened to an Audible. I guess I've never listened to a drama on Audible before. I've mostly listened to memoirs or just like comedy, women's fiction type stuff. I don't know, but oh man, when I tell you this book was a lot, it was a lot. In the end, justice was served. He got what was his. I'm not gonna spoil it because I really want you to listen to this book. I saw the title and I was like, look at the cover of the book. I saw the title and I said, this look like it's gonna be interesting. You mean the three misses, right? What happened here? And he literally was. It was almost, the last one was engaged to him, and at the wedding day is when everything went poof. But how crazy that people think they could do this stuff. Obviously, it's not true, but it's been done. So I'm just like, wow. So definitely check this book out. Check out all these books. Just Read starts with this book though. 5 out of 5, hands down. She deserved that and then some. This book was perfectly executed. Like I said, the best Audible read I've ever listened to. Amazing. So good job, Linda Kerr, because I don't even think I said your name. Good job, Linda Kerr. Amazing book. So yes, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I am excited to have really stick to my guns and did this whole did a Booktober in its entirety. It was a fun month. I hope you guys enjoyed all of the videos, and definitely let me know your thoughts. On to November. See you guys in November. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Toodles!